Hello, I want to excuse me in the first place for my bad English, but this is not my mother's talk, and I have difficult to speak, but I will try. Today I will show you my first DSLR. This is Nikon d3100. I bought this camera mm, before a couple of days. This is not kit with 18 to 55 millimeters. This lens here is 18 to 105 millimeters. I read in many reviews this lens is way better than the kit lens. Uh, they they are very sharp. This is not a very fast lens because the aperture is 3.5 to 5.6, but in daily condition they are very good lens. When I shoot night, I use flash camera flash. This lens came with lens hood and lens cap, and I I can install a 67 millimeters filter for the front element. The body of the camera I bought separately from the lens. Uh, I will show you the main controls of this camera. On the left side on the screen we have 5 buttons. The first button in the bottom of this vertical line is information button. The second is zoom in. The third button is zoom out. The fourth button is menu, and the fifth button is playback button. On the top of the camera we have command dial, and with it we can set a different modes to shoot with this camera. We have full manual control. We can control the shutter speed. We can control aperture. We can control exposure and all the camera modes. This is aperture priority. This is shutter priority. Program mode. This is guide mode. This is auto mode. When we press on auto, the camera is behaving like a point and shoot camera. We have without flash mode, portrait mode, landscape mode, children mode, sports mode, macro mode. The camera have a very nice and deep grip. I have a very big hands, but I feel it stable in my hands. The grip is deep. Under this command dial we have a lever. With it we can set 4 different modes: quiet shutter mode, self timer mode, burst shot and multi-shot, and single shot. This is the dial for changing the shutter speed, aperture, and ISO. We can change the role of this button here, function button. I set it to ISO button. This lever here is switch for the live view. When we hit it, the camera goes to live view. In the center of this lever we have a red button for recording. When you hit this button, the camera starts to record. When you hit again, the camera stops record video. The video is quality. You may change from 1080 to 720 full high definition and 24 frame per second, 720 720p full high definition to the 1080, 30 frame per second or 24 frame per second. This button here is for exposure compensation and info button. This is flash card compartment. For this camera is suitable to use secure digital cards with class 6. Class 10 is a better solution for this camera, especially for shooting video. This is on-off button here and button for shooting. Because I shoot with my only HD phone, you can't see very well what is going on the screen, because the focus is not very good. But we have a menu with some sub-menus: playback menu, shooting menu, setup menu, retouche menu, recent settings, and in sub-menus we can adjust different settings for this camera. We can shoot RAW and JPEG formats simultaneously, and the quality of JPEG is fine, not like the d3100. This is all for now. I will show you next review of this camera with and I should shoot it with a better video camera with better focus.